What if you've been training wrong for months and didn't even know it? What if there were a way to run faster without getting as tired? A method that has nothing to do with running more miles or pushing harder in your workouts. A method that almost no one in the West is using, but in Japan, it's part of their secret. It's not on Strava. It's not in the typical training plans. And they don't even teach it in running clubs. Yet it's so powerful that it can completely change how you run, even if you've been running for years. And the best part? You can start trying it today. Do you want to know what they're doing that you're not? Let's find out. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover a method that's different, very different. It's not about running more or faster. It's about running better, with less effort, with more flow, with more control. You'll learn how many Japanese runners train in silence, what they do when no one's watching, what they don't film, and what makes them stand out without seeking attention. I'm going to show you how you can start applying it too, without changing your entire training plan, just by understanding how your body moves and how to use it to your advantage. This isn't about magic tricks. It's about understanding what really makes the difference. Get ready, because after this video, you might never run the same again. We've been led to believe that improving means suffering, that if you want to run faster, you have to train harder, that if you don't end up exhausted, you haven't tried hard enough. But in Japan, they believe the opposite. There, they don't train to burn out. They train to flow, to refine every movement, to polish every detail. They're not trying to run more miles. They're trying to run with more quality. While many runners in the West obsess over mileage, intervals, and the stopwatch, Japanese runners see the body as a complete system: posture, breathing, mind, technique, energy. Here, we're obsessed with numbers. They're obsessed with how it feels. And that's the difference that changes everything. Because when a Japanese runner runs, they don't look like they're pushing, they look like they're floating. And it's not magic. It's a different way of understanding running. One that, if you apply it, can help you run faster, without beating yourself up, without getting injured, and enjoying it way more. Now, let's break down what they do, step by step. First secret, stride economy. They don't run by pushing. They run by gliding. Most runners force their stride. Long steps, heavy foot strikes, thinking the more they extend the leg, the more ground they cover. But that's a mistake. Because in reality, you're slowing yourself down. Every time your foot lands too far in front of you, you're blocking your momentum. Your body falls backward, requiring more muscular force to push off again. More impact, more energy, more injury risk. Instead, Japanese runners move from the center, from the hara, as they call it, an invisible point just below the navel. That's where their movement starts. That's where the stride begins. Body slightly leaning forward. Shorter, quicker steps. Foot landing right beneath the body, not out in front. The leg doesn't fully extend because it doesn't need to. And the most impressive thing? They look like they're going slow, but they're passing you before you even realize. Because every step is more efficient. Less effort, more result. Less wear, more accumulated speed. This stride economy is invisible to the untrained eye, but it's the real difference between someone who improves and someone who stagnates. You don't need more strength. You need to stop slowing yourself down with every step. And yes, this can be trained. Second secret, technical and sensory warm-up. They don't warm up just to get warm. They warm up to awaken their entire performance system. Most runners warm up with a slow jog or a few sloppy stretches before starting. But that doesn't activate your body, it numbs it. In Japan, warming up is something completely different. It's called taiso, and it's not running. It's a technical and sensory activation routine. Precise, delicate, silent. Before taking a single step, Japanese runners make sure their body is already aligned. Their breathing is under control. Their nervous system is awake. And every muscle already knows what it's supposed to do. They don't wing it. They don't leave it to chance. They don't go out to see how it goes. They go out only when the body is ready to perform. A good Japanese warm-up might include gentle hip movements with full torso control, cross-coordination of arms and legs, deep diaphragmatic breathing, slow but technically perfect drills. All done calmly, with attention and presence. Not to sweat, but to connect. It's like tuning an instrument before a concert. There's no point in playing if you're out of tune. And yet, many runners head out without tuning up at all. The result? Heavy legs at the start. Stiffness. A body that doesn't respond until kilometer 3 or 4, if it responds at all. Taiso prevents all of that because it doesn't just prep your muscles, it preps your entire system, body, mind, and technique. And the best part? You don't need to live in Japan to do it. You just need 5 minutes and the will to warm up with intention, not out of habit. Do this before your next run, and you'll feel the difference from step 1. Third secret, controlled and silent breathing. They're not gasping for air, yet they're still pulling ahead. Ever noticed how many runners breathe? From the first kilometer, they're already panting through their mouths, fighting for air like they're trying to survive. But that's not efficiency, it's burnout. Agitated, shallow, uncontrolled breathing is one of the biggest energy leaks in running. And the worst part? We don't even notice it. Japanese runners do the opposite. They breathe through the nose, slowly, deeply, from the belly, not the chest. Long inhale, slow exhale, constant rhythm, almost no sound. It looks like they're meditating as they run, and that's no accident. It's inspired by ancient disciplines like Budo, Aikido, and Zen meditation. Because when you control your breath, you control your heart rate, your mind, and your body. And most importantly, you get tired way less. This doesn't mean you should always run only breathing through your nose. But it does mean you need to learn how to stay in control of your breathing from the start. Many runners start too fast, lose control of their breath within minutes, and spend the rest of the run just trying to survive. But Japanese runners teach the opposite. Start with control, stabilize your system, and only then let your body flow. This kind of breathing also activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the one that calms, recovers, and keeps you centered. The result? Less anxiety, less lactic acid buildup, more sustained endurance, and a body that adapts instead of fights. Here's what I suggest. On your next run, do 2 or 3 easy kilometers only breathing through your nose. Even if you have to slow down, even if it feels awkward, what you're doing is reprogramming your way of running. And if you train that every week, you'll reach a point where you run faster, with less effort, and without running out of air. Because breathing well isn't just a detail, it's a silent but decisive advantage. Fourth secret, the Japanese mindset. They run with the mind before moving their feet. Many runners go out to train with tense bodies and scattered minds, thinking about work, what they ate, the watch, the pace, everything but the act of running. And then they wonder why they're not flowing, not performing, why every session feels like a battle. In Japan, the approach is completely different. Before running, they run inward. They visualize the route. They feel their posture. They breathe calmly. They empty the mental noise. They enter a state of presence we almost never train here. It's called shoshin, beginner's mind. A mind that's open, without judgment, without tension, without expectation. And even if it sounds spiritual, it's pure efficiency. Because when you run with a clear mind, everything works better. Your posture corrects itself. Your breathing stabilizes. Your focus goes exactly where it needs to go. Many elite Japanese runners visualize the entire race before competing, kilometer by kilometer, sensation by sensation. And that reduces errors, sharpens execution, and boosts confidence. They don't do it out of superstition. They do it because it works. So next time you go out for a run, don't rush into it. Before you lace up, stop for 2 minutes. Breathe. Visualize how you want to run. Imagine those first few strides. Feel your body flowing, and then make it real. Now that you know the 4 secrets, it's time to apply them. You don't need to change your whole training plan. You just need 5 concrete actions. 1. Before running, do 5 minutes of taiso. Don't just stretch for the sake of stretching. Activate your body with intention, gentle hip movements, cross-coordination, deep breathing. Your nervous system needs to wake up, not go numb. 2. Adjust your posture and stride. Slight forward lean. Let your foot land directly beneath you. Short, quick steps. No pounding. Less force. More flow. 3. Run 2 or 3 easy kilometers breathing only through your nose. Yes, it feels uncomfortable at first, but you're training your real capacity to run without fatigue. It's like tuning the engine before the real race begins. 4. Visualize before you run. Just 2 minutes. Picture how you want to run, not how you fear it'll go. This alone will change your mindset and your results. 5. Run to flow, not to force. Focus on sensations, on your internal rhythm, not the pace on your watch. Run like you already know how to run. Apply just one of these things this week, and tell me if you notice a difference. Because sometimes, running better isn't about more mileage. It's about finally understanding what really matters. If any of this resonated with you, it's because you're ready to run differently. Not out of habit, not out of punishment. Now you can run with purpose, with technique, and with clarity. Try it this week, and let me know what you felt. If this made you rethink the way you run, wait until you see the next video. I'll show you the invisible mistakes nearly every runner makes that are sabotaging your progress, without you even knowing it. Click now, watch it to the end, and keep transforming your running, step by step.